life flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Marshall's offense will get first crack at it here. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Marshall lines up just needing a few inches on third down. On the option. Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Sends it back in motion, trying to beat him to the left. Hard running there. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Marshall quick to the line. They'll run the option. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run it in. He's going for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he... The pass is incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that.
Looking for the end zone. And he doesn't quite get the score. Ridden out of bounds at the 3. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Barges ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? Maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play call.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Louisville's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out.
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Makes the catch. It's Hughes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Got it in the middle, it's Hughes. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, he just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the...
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll try to snap it quickly. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Baker. Got his man out of the backfield. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Turning it on! They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Brown has it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. On the option. He'll keep it himself. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Cardinals. The defense takes matters. Own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Going right to work up top. Got it behind the line. It's Slater. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Back to throw, it's Baker. It's complete. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the grab. It's Hughes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. He'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Hamilton. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. On the option. Quick toss. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Herd! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
They called the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback. But, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all away for the huge touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. Decided to go.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Lost one deep down the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the option. Fighting off the defender.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Timing has to be so... They're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Cardinals will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He'll toss it. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And, man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says, run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Back to pass, it's Baker. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. A run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cardinals!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole.
There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw again. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Baker. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. To the air on 1st down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of. Before he wanted to, the defense put the heat on.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Give to Brown. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Baker. Got his man downfield. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Just drives it between the uprights. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
To the air, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, how about that play call? 3rd down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
Run it with the fullback. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
The option look. Now the pitch. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Goes to the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown.
Touchdown, Thundering Herd! A great catch and run for 6.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Back to pass, it's Baker. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Holds it in. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Caught behind the line. It's Whitehead.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they've taken... And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Creates a little space. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Runs through a tackle. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Marshall! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Rushes on him. Might be looking to run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Cardinals want to move quickly.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Back to pass on second down. The screen, he's got wheels. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. On the option. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Give to the fullback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Gotta have it situation. Who do you go to? You go to the big fella who does the dirty work. The fullback gets the 1st down, and you still have life in this football game.
They'll go to the toss. Running into the open space. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Tight end now in motion. They're going to ride this running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurd!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Cardinals in the hurry-up.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Whitehead. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Baker. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Sends it downfield, and he makes the catch inside the 25. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Play number 9 on this drive. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Touchdown, Louisville! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Trying to get it to the marker. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Thundering Herd to the line facing a 2nd and short. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Breaks into the open. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Here comes the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Motion from the back. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Try to get it to the edge. Got enough for the 1st. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. He'll ride his man on the option. Got enough space. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
This time it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Grab near the sticks. It's Whitehead. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Dropping back, it's Baker. floating away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Hughes. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Mason. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical, generate some 1st downs, and march down the field.
He wants to throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
The option look. The pitch. Makes a man miss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing on the run. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Baker. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.